Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. I am Savvy FM. Today, we are looking at a new tactic, of course, as usual, but I wanted to say something really quick. FM24 is just around the corner, and if you haven't noticed, look in the description below our Facebook group. You can get, and actually the description itself holds the link to the discount that we have, the FM blog discount for FM24. It is a fantastic discount. Always want to pick it up on a discount because this lasts pretty much throughout the year. And yeah, pick up FM24 now. You'll get beta access and all of that wonderful stuff. Now with that, FM24, like I said, is just around the corner. I'm going to start doing just tactics right now. A lot of the players that I've been doing aren't really getting viewed. No one's really taking a look at them because there's a lot of little players that really... I've covered so many other players that you should look at before these guys. So I'm going to switch to just tactics, see how that goes for a little while. I might actually take a bit of a break before FM24 comes around, kind of gather my resources again, kind of figure out what I'm going to do for FM24, and then head on that road. But today we do have another tactic, the Schubenpress 4231 Asymmetric. The Steam page that I found this on basically says mentality, attacking or positive. It gives a little bit of the rundown basically on the players and the roles they play. It is from someone called Como Se Dice. It does have a Twitter account, an IG account, so it has a little bit of information. I really wish that people would put a lot more information about what to do with these roles, but it was a funky, Schubenpress. Funky name, funky picture, figured I might as well try it and see what we're dealing with. But now because FM24 is right here in just a month's time or thereabouts, we're not really getting a lot of tactics that a lot of people are saying you need to try this. So as always, feel free to give me something in the comments below. Do you want me to try a tactic? Do you want me to try a player and show you how he grows and how the tactics work? But beyond that, we're kind of getting to the bottom of what I've been able to find. So we're going to find a lot of these tactics that there's really not a lot of information for. It's basically someone taking a tactic and kind of suiting it toward their squad or thereabouts. But we're going to take a look at this one today. It is a sweeper keeper in attack, ball playing defenders in defend, complete wingbacks on both sides in attack, a deep line playmaker in defend, a box-to-box in support, inside forward on the left in attack, a Ramdoiter in attack on the right, an advanced playmaker in support right behind a pressing forward up front. Now the Ramdoiter we haven't seen at all, I don't think, if very little. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this one. But attacking mentality, again, he says or positive. In possession, attacking with his narrow approach play is pass into space, overlap on the left and right. Focus play down the middle though. Passing directness standard, tempo is higher, whip crosses in the final third, and shoot on sight. So again, I'm not expecting much with this. Shoot on sight is not really the greatest when you're talking about a top level team like Man City or something. Play for set pieces, be more expressive. In transition, counter press, hold shape, slow pace down, distribute to the center backs and take short kicks. And out of possession, high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line. Trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, stay on feet, step up more, trap inside, and stop the crosses. How to do for our three teams of Tottenham, Wolves, and Newcastle? Not good at all. Newcastle in 14th, Tottenham in 15th, and Wolves dead last, relegated completely. And what is it? Is this Tottenham 41 and Newcastle 44? Ooh. But look at this. Newcastle, 59 goals for, 105 against, negative 46 in the goal differential. That is painful. Negative 49 for Wolves is the only other one that even comes close. That is just insane. So clearly the schedules are not going to be all that great. Newcastle out against Oxford 1-2 in the Carabao Cup. FA Cup starts later on, 3-4 in extras against Arsenal, and you're out. Really just a very awful season. Tottenham actually starting out having a fantastic August with one loss, and then it's draws central. And then you kind of get into losses central. They did not do very well after this. October is not looking good. You've got a couple of string together wins here and there, but Carabao Cup fourth round, you're out 1-5 against Fulham. FA Cup, you are out in the semis, 3-3 in penalties against Everton, and you don't even make it to the second round in the Champions League or drop down to the Europa. You are out completely. Wolves 0-0 penalty loss against Leeds in the Carabao Cup. And I mean, it's just beyond awful. FA Cup 4th round, 1-2 against Bristol City. You're just destroyed. Newcastle transfers, a lot we've seen before. Nobody goes out really, but Semedo, Alex Scott, Tony Weston, Jonas Hoffman from Borussia Mönchengladbach comes in for 36 million. We haven't seen him much, if any. Liam Morrison then, and Rodrigo de Paul on loan from Atletico. Tottenham, no one goes out as usual except on loans and low amounts, but Adama Traore comes in yet again from Wolves, 36 million. Rodrigo Macedo, Thiago Almada, Rodriguez, and Bikian again. So a lot of them we've seen before, but Traore always comes in. Macedo has come in once or twice. So Wolves, we've seen Adama Traore go out. 1.8 for Diego Costa is the only other one. But bringing in Costinha from Rio Ave, Franco and Bondoso from Viz, 1.6. So that brings us to the squads. Bruno Guimaraes, you've got St. Maximin, Botman, Nick Pope, and Trippier all up, 40 plus appearances. Goals-wise, Isaac Almiron with 12, Jolinton as well. Assists-wise, 14 for Trippier, St. Maximin with 10, and 6 for Hoffman. Definitely not a great return on any of this. Trippier, the only one in the 707. For Tottenham, Lloris, Son, and Bentancur, all with pretty nice numbers and appearances-wise. 40 goals for Harry Kane, but then a complete drop down to 14 for Son. Kulusevski with 9. Assist-wise, 10 for Porro and Kulusevski and 9 for Danjuma. Really not good at all. You do have, well, Harry Kane. I really am tired of these guys. But 719 for Kane, and then down to 699 for Bentancur. Apologies to Wolves fans. 42 appearances for Saw, Nunez and Collins for 41 apiece. Goals-wise, 11 for Jimenez, Neto with 10. It is just an awful set of days for you guys. Sarabia with 7 assists, Podence with 6. A bunch of players with 4, but all in all, Max Kilman 705, the only one in the green. It was an awful season. Data hub-wise, they're all pretty much the same. Good defensively, funny enough, and we are only okay in attack. Even, I mean, again, you would normally hope for great in attack and okay in defense because that's what's going to get you higher up in the table. But good defensively, this is where you can see a good defense doesn't always cut it. So you've got team defending, fouls per game is way up there. Blocks per game is good. Interceptions per game is good. Not a lot of attacking numbers. You do have great shot per game percentage there, especially against the Premier League average. But overall, I mean, all three teams not really doing it. Good defensively, only okay in attack. Pretty much the same shape. And then you had Wolves. It's like, oh no. But their attacking was just so woeful. Premier League stats-wise, this should be interesting. Tottenham and Newcastle up there in most goals. Fewest shots against, no. I mean, Tottenham in most possession. Dribbles made, no. Goalkeeping work, no. Tackles won, no. I mean, you don't have a lot. Most shots for, you do have all three, so they are shooting like crazy. They just can't get it. I mean, it shoots from sight. So you're expecting a lot of shots on target, or at least around the target, but not a lot actually going into the back of the net. And that's why I find it not really useful for a Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona, things like that. Because if you're shooting right when you get to the point where you can shoot, you're not getting into the box where you're actually going to get shots closer on target. And that's kind of a problem from what I've seen throughout the last several FMs. Player overview. Harry Kane gets second in goals with 28. Most assists. Trippier's up there, 12. I mean, kind of on the high average side for our three teams and all the attacks we've seen. Nothing for player match awards. Best pass. I mean, you do have most dribbles made St. Maximin and Porro in there. No goalkeeper work. No defensive work. Trippier and Sarabia, as usual, most key passes. Most shots. St. Maximin, Kane, Son, and Isaac in there. So overall, I mean, you do have some numbers in the tops of the Premier League, but overall, not great. I mean, not even mid-table. That is just woeful. And I never blame the tactic itself or the tactic maker. This is just a flat sim. Nobody's doing the work except the computer. So a lot of the problem is right there. Clearly, if you took control of Newcastle or Tottenham, you could do a little bit better of a job. I don't know if you could get to 85 points with this tactic. Hey, you might be a magic wonder kid in tactics. So definitely I could not do that. But that is it for me. Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.